him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack 'em on Cobb, it's time for the only news that matters. And in a new interview with Made in Metal, ex-Judas Priest guitarist KK Downing addressed the fact that Judas Priest fans can now enjoy two separate bands playing a similar kind of music. His former group, which is continuing to tour and recording new material, and KK's Priest, which Downey launched in 2020 with another ex-Judas Priest member, Tim Ripper Owens, he said, next time KK's Priest goes out and plays some shows, we'll probably play that song Cathedral Spires from Judas Priest's 1997 Jugulator album, and some other songs, and obviously some early rock and roll stuff. Obviously, hey, that's cool, but it's not that obvious to be playing rock and roll stuff. Play Run of the Mill, my favorite off there. He said, we had such a catalog, the whole thing, plus new material. I'm making new material. The guys in the current Priest lineup are making new material, so there's that as well. So I agree that fans can enjoy both bands. We're different, and there's no doubt about that. Like I say, I'm very proud of the way we sound because it's the way I always sounded and wanted to sound. So bands are different. We're different people, different entities. I know a lot of fans, they look down on KK's Priest because they call me a tribute band, and I'm going, but I write the songs, and I wrote those other songs. Surely I have a right to play my own songs whenever I want to and whenever I want. But one thing's for sure, nothing lasts forever, and us guys from far back, we're treading a thin line. We only have so long before we fall off the edge of the planet. And so I would like to say from the fans, give us the chance and enjoy us and come and have some fun and listen to us play some songs and have a good time. Asked about KK's Priest plans for 2025, KK Downing said, this year I'm doing a lot of things. I'm playing on somebody's album, and I've kind of producing an album, and I'm also looking to make a new album. I'm doing the Ozzy Osbourne final show in Birmingham in early July. And I'm doing that performance. I'm playing with some guys. That's pretty exciting, but I'm looking to create a new record ready for a celebration next year, continuing the anniversary of the 50th anniversary of Rock'n'Rolla, but also Sad Wings of Destiny. Circling back to KK's Priest's ability to coexist with Judas Priest, KK Downing said, even though we are two bands, even though we leave so many songs out, it's insane to try to create a set list. It's mad, but it's gonna be good. You know, back in 2023, Tim Ripper Owens was also dismissive on any suggestion that KK's Priest is nothing more than a glorified tribute band. He said, KK is the founding member of Judas Priest. I was in Judas Priest. Half the set now is our songs, and 3/4 of the set is going to be, Priest songs. I mean, it makes no sense, but people have their opinion, and it's great. You get to have it. It's when there's stupid opinions, it's funny. 4 years ago, KK Downing spoke to Planet Rock, and he said, well, the last thing I wanted to be is an offshoot or an offspring. But the thing is that I'm here and I've offered up my services to come back to Judas Priest, which has been turned down. All I can say, the fact that I don't want to just dispense with a priest. I've been a priest since 1968. I spent my life evolving. Judas Priest became the heavy metal band with the leather and the studs, and I was the first one to don the leather and the studs. That is correct. Not a lot of people talk about that, but it was K.K. Downing, the first member and Priest to wear leather. Rob Halford even admits that in his book. But he said, I was the first one to don the leather and studs with the image of the band. So I feel justified that I can, with this great band, approach KK's Priest as a continuation of this wonderful music and celebration of rock and metal that I've been instrumental in and part of it so proudly, you know, and the fans are there. We've grown older together. Why stop or change? Let's just carry on. He later added, I could have called the band something totally obscure and not related, but when you hear the music and everything, you're automatically going to think of KK Downing. And the music will speak for itself and the fans, but what they like and I'm here to do is I like to give the fans what I sincerely hope that they like. And yeah, there you go. I dig KK's Priest. I am a fan of KK's Priest. But, you know, it's definitely not, I mean, in my opinion, I know some of you will disagree, but KK's Priest is far from a tribute band. How can you be a tribute band and not have the band that you're supposed to be a tribute band of? You know what I'm saying? Like Kiss was called a tribute band with Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer. And that was a tribute band. And I'm sorry, Rob Halford, Ian Hill are in a tribute band. But it's because they're called Judas Priest. That makes it a tribute band to me. You know, just go out as Rob Halford's and Ian Hill's Priest, whatever. I mean, Judas Priest is the one that makes the money. So I understand it. And KK, you know, he's not making Priest money, that's for sure. I saw him. I saw KK's Priest. It was awesome. It was amazing. Now, what I would love, and I know this is far-fetched, this would never happen, but I am a die-hard Judas Priest fan. And what I would like for KK Downing to do is, yeah, keep your Painkiller-ish material in there. I'm not no problem with a couple songs that sound like it's all Painkiller. But all KK's Priest sounds like Painkiller to me. But add some, like, classic shit, man. Like, write a song like Hero's End off Stained Class or Burning Up from Hellbent for Leather, you know? I mean, write songs in that vein. And yeah, throw in some Defender screaming type shit, British Steel. But man, it's totally neglecting the 70s. And boy, if KK's Priest was to do that, it would be much better for me. That makes me wish I was their manager and make them go in the studio. I want you to write a song that sounds like it could have been off Stained Class, Sin After Sin, Sad Wings of Destiny, Hellbent for Leather, British Steel, Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders. Stop right there. And then throw in some Painkiller. But give me some 70s sounding Priest. I would love to hear stuff like that. I'm a diehard Priest fan, and I love the changes Priest had on their classic albums. The last album Judas Priest released that had that type of changes and was a comeback to an album like that for me was Angel Retribution. There was stuff on that album that sounded like from the 70s, 80s, 90s, you know? Then after that, you know, it became kind of like, you know, Nostradamus was way out there. Those Peaks and Valleys. And I love that album. A lot of people don't. I do love the album. But it doesn't really have that contrast. I mean, it does, but it doesn't work like it did on those early Priest albums. And I would love KK's Priest to do an album like that. Because, hey, I love Firepower. The last album had a couple good songs, but it's not Judas Priest, man. The last time I saw Judas Priest was the Firepower tour. And it was great. I'm not saying it was bad, but I did not walk out of that concert thinking I saw real Judas Priest. Come on. I can do without a drummer. Hey, even the bass player I can do without. You know? But KK, Glenn, and Rob, those are the three main people in Judas Priest. Those are the three people in that band that would take center stage. Ian Hill always stayed in the back, you know? Without, you know, and out of the three, there's two of them that are gone. Glenn and KK, and I can understand how Glenn is gone. I can understand that. You know, of course, Parkinson's, terrible disease. But to have KK Downey and Richie Faulkner and Judas Priest, it'd be closer to Judas Priest to me. But live, I don't know how that would sound on album, but whatever, man. I don't think KK Downing is in a Judas Priest cover band because it's not called Judas Priest. It's KK's Priest. And he has every right to do it, and I'm glad he does it. And I'm glad, you know, he came down. I got to see it. And, you know, if Priest comes down, yeah, I think I will go see it out of respect for Rob Halford and Ian Hill. And I know they'll give me a good show. But I saw Rob Halford and Ian Hill and friends. Okay? That's how I look at it. And I love Faulkner, but that's how I look at it. How do you look at it? If you have a different opinion than mine, please leave it in the comments below. I welcome all opinions, man. I'll even like your opinion. If you're not a pickle whistler, that is. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And like the video. That'd be cool for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Judas Priest. Stay in class. And smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.